Jem, you know I love me a good management game. But sometimes I don't want a good management game. I want an evil one.
Darren! Brad's gone evil again!
I want you to distract that intruder.
A trap has been triggered. Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Evil Genius 2 World Domination is a follow-up to the 2004 Lair building original. In it, you take on the role of one of 4 evil geniuses. Build up your secret lair, hire and train some minions, and conduct schemes across the globe. Oh, and of course, build a doomsday weapon and try and take over the world!
Before we go on, we should point out this hasn't been rated yet. The original game was PG, but there is quite a bit of cartoony violence and general evilness. So make sure your grown-ups are okay with that.
Indeed. As a lair building game, the main thing you do is build up your secret lair. You do this by drawing in corridors with traps to slow down pesky agents, and set up rooms like power plants, mess halls, and giant vaults for all your gold. You also run a little resort out the front to act as a cover operation. Each building has loads of little details and lovely animations, and the colourful style makes it super easy to see what's going on.
You only have direct control over your genius and any henchmen you may have. So to get most things done, you just draw out the plans, then wait for your minions to do it. Your genius does have special abilities to make workers focus on tasks around them, if you need your minions to do things quick.
Yes, an evil genius is only as good as their minions. While you will need gold to pay for everything, minions are your real resource. You get a free constant drip feed of plain old worker minions. And as you progress, you'll unlock advanced minion types that you can train them to become, with muscle to guard your base, science to research new tech, and deception to distract any do-gooders who come snooping around in your resort.
Of course, the life of a minion is somewhat disposable, and the main way you make money is by sending them off into the world on one-way missions, or schemes. These are how you'll raise most of your money or complete missions. But you'll have to be careful because each scheme brings more heat to your whole operation and will draw out all sorts of agents from the forces of justice into your base. I've got to say, Rad, while I definitely did enjoy some of my time with this game, it didn't really come together for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a fun setting, I really like the goofy humor, but there's no real meat to the strategy, and the pacing is just off. It takes way too long to unlock some of the more advanced research, which lets you do stuff like dig into harder to reach places of your lair. So by the time you can actually expand, you've already found ways to make do with what you've got.
Definitely, and there's just a lot of waiting and busy work. I mean, most objectives literally boil down to clicking on an icon on the world map and waiting for it to get done.
100%. It took me about 30 hours to get through one of the Genius's campaigns. And that was with the game on fast forward most of the time. I was having a good time for the first 10 hours, but then I was just left wanting more to sink my teeth into. For example, I wish I could have built up my resort operation a bit more and try to actually run a business.
So basically you wanted to abandon the evil genius thing, go legit and start a resort?
Well, why not? I just wanted some real management. I mean, even building your base was too simple. The only real strategy to worry about is making sure you have enough places for minions to eat or relax. There's no benefit to adding decor items, and even all the elaborate traps seemed a touch useless. Most of them just slightly annoy whoever triggers them. Not to mention, some super agents can spawn anywhere in your base anyway, while others can simply deactivate your traps. So annoying!
Speaking of which, I need to call out the announcer, okay? She needs to zip it. Every 5 seconds she was telling me, oh, someone's abandoned their training, when really all that happened was a minion went off to go get lunch. And then she'd tell me when they started up again.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss. Training resumed.
Like, I don't need a warning every time Barry goes to get a snack.
Speaking of audio, I will give big props to the music here. Perfect tunes for taking over the world. But let's wrap this up. Final thoughts, Jem?
Well, there is a silly and colourful game here that has a lot of charm to it, but there's just not enough meat on the bones, and it expects you to chew on what's there for a little bit too long. So I'm giving it 3 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I really wanted to like this. On paper, it is exactly my kind of game. So I was a bit frustrated there wasn't more to like. I'm giving Evil Genius 2.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.